Hey y'all, I've been working on a video about the power of words, and I've seen this experiment done several different ways by several different people. It's an experiment based on Dr. Masaru Emoto, and I hope I didn't butcher his name. If I did, no disrespect. But he did an experiment on ice crystals. We're going to do it on rice, and I'm doing it two different ways, and we're going to see how the power of words, our words, affect a simple jar of rice. Let's get started.
Dancing with our Father God in fields of grace. Dancing with my Father God in fields of grace.
Okay, y'all, I have just recorded this complete video, or so I thought I did, but I never pushed the record button. So I'm going to start over, and I'm going to tell you, to begin with, I'm starting off with 6 jars they're all identical. I have sterilized them this morning. Okay, and I've got labels for them. Now the jars I'm fixing to use, I had to dump all of my rice out. So you might see the rice in there. But yes, they were sterile just a few minutes ago, before I thought I was recording. I hate when I do that. Okay. This part of the experiment, we're going to use cooked rice. The cooked rice that I'm using is this. That's it. Generic, plain, long grain rice. That's it. The cooked rice has no seasonings, no oil. It's just white rice and water. And it tastes nasty. It tastes nasty. But we're going to put 1 cup of the cooked rice in 3 separate jars. And then I've got the labels for them. We're going to label one of them love. And you see I got the date. Today's 6/21 of 21. Got love. I've got hate. And I've got control. This one we're going to ignore. The cooked rice ones are going to go in the refrigerator, and they're going to all stay right together. The control I'm going to push back, because we're not going to talk to it. We're not fooling with it until the experiment is over. Okay, let's get to putting the rice in the jars, and I'll probably talk. I know I'm going to talk all the time. Let's see if you can see. Okay. Now, like I said, I've already done this once, and I wasn't recording it. So this is a 1/2 cup measuring cup. At least the rice is easier to scoop up this time. And I'm trying very hard not to touch the inside of the jar. Okay, so we're going to make this one our control. And it doesn't matter which is which, because right now they're all the same. It's just the way my labels are. This one is going to be love. And before I tell you or go in depth about what we are going to say, I am going to separate the jars. This one's love. Get that rice off the outside. Make sure I'm still recording. There's love. And this one is hate. Okay, there's our 3 jars. We've got our hate, we've got our love, and we've got our control. I'm going to just, let me set these aside, and then we'll do our other jars real quick, and then I'll get the experiment going. Okay, this time, can you see that? Okay, this time we're going to use uncooked rice. If I can open it. There we go. Uncooked rice, and it's the same rice. It's actually out of the same bag. We are going to put 1 cup of dry rice. This is not cooked. I'm going to do this to each jar. And then I've got just plain filtered water, and we're gonna pour just enough in here to cover the top of the rice. I'll set them side by side to make sure they have the same amount. Lately. Okay, they've all got the same amount. No particular order. Love. We have our date. We have love. This is our control that we're going to ignore. And this is our hate jar. They have the date 6/21. These jars with the uncooked rice, I'm going to leave out on my kitchen counter. I'm just going to push them in an area I don't use. And we're going to go from there. So hang on and let me go put the cooked rice control in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to move the 2 hate jars out of hearing distance. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the jar, our love jar, with the cooked rice. And every day I'm going to take it out and I'm going to tell it, you are so beautiful. You are the prettiest rice I have ever seen. I love you and I'm glad you're here in our family. And you are just amazing. You are something special. You are strong. You are loved. You are lovable. And I am so glad you're here. That's our cooked rice. This is our uncooked rice with the water. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to say, I love you. I am so glad you're a part of my family. You are beautiful, and you're the best rice I've ever seen. You are special. You are strong. You are loved, and you are lovable. And I'm just happy you're here. Okay? Now I'm going to move these out of hearing distance. I'm going to put the cooked rice in the refrigerator, and I'll bring back the hate jars. Y'all, I've got to tell you this. This is going to be a hard part for me, because as I'm even going over what I'm going to say in my head, it hurts. Even though it's rice. Okay, I'm talking to rice. I don't want to talk ugly to it. For the sake of science, I'm going to do it, but I don't like it. And we'll see if that has an effect. That I wonder if it can tell that I'm not meaning what I'm saying. So I'm going to try with as much conviction as I can to be totally mean and hateful to this rice. This is our cooked rice. Okay. I hate you. I wish you were never here in my house. You are ugly. You are just a clump of old dry rice. I just wish you weren't here. There is nothing good about you. There is nothing special about you. And I would just like to throw you in the garbage. All you do is take up space. You are not even worthy to take up that space that you take up. That's enough. This is the one with the dry rice and water. We're going to do the same thing. I hate you. You disgust me. I wish you weren't here. You serve absolutely no purpose in my home. All you do is take up space that something else could take up. You're not even good enough to sit there in the jar in my house and take up space. I have to clean up around you, and you are just in the way. And I know that the rest of the family is not going to want to have to tiptoe around you and clean up around you either. And I just don't like you at all. Enough said. Got water on me somewhere. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put the hate jar with the cooked rice in the refrigerator with the control and the love. The hate jar with the uncooked rice, I'm going to sit on the counter with the love and control. And then when I get ready to talk to them each day, I'll do like I just did now. I will move the love and hate jars away from each other so they're not in hearing distance. And we'll see if the power of words affect something as simple as rice. I believe it will. So I'll catch up with you and keep you up to date. Thank you, y'all. Have a blessed day. And I do love you. And you are special. And I'm glad you're on my channel. I'm glad you're watching. You are special. You are loved. You are worthy of love. And have a blessed day.